So for the past 4 years I was using the older Lenovo IdeaPad gaming laptop for my channel purposes, for editing video purposes. So that was a 10th gen i5 laptop and it was doing its job pretty well because you've been seeing videos consistently on my channel. But when it came to editing 4K videos, the 10th gen i5 did stutter and did lag a bit. Also for the fact that it had the older GTX 1650 GPU, didn't add much flair to the 4K editing. So it was time I went ahead and upgraded my laptop specifically to have the capability to render 4K videos in real time and don't face any sort of a lag while doing so. So in this Amazon sale, I decided to go about in finding a laptop which perfectly suits my needs, specifically for video editing purposes, and I found the perfect one. I'm talking about the Lenovo LOQ 15IRX9, the 14th gen i7 processor backed laptop. And it's been about a week since I've started using this laptop and I'm completely blown away with the kind of performance this laptop brings to the table in terms of high-end video editing. So let's not waste any more of your time and jump in straight into the review of the Lenovo LOQ 15IRX9, the 14th gen i7 laptop. So before you watch the rest of this video, make sure you're subscribed to my channel and also don't forget to like this video. You're watching Travel Tech. Let's get started. So before I talk about anything else, let's just get clear of the price aspect. So in this Amazon sale, the laptop was originally priced at about 1,26,000 rupees, which was kind of more or less a similar price which went on sale on any other point of time. But with the credit card discount, the discount being about 10 to 12,000 rupees on SBI credit card, the price came down to 1,13,000 rupees. That's terrific. I mean, I had never seen this laptop coming even close to 1,20,000 before, but now it was trending at 1,13,000. That was an awesome deal and it was something which I really couldn't ignore. And considering the specifications this laptop came with, this was a close your eyes and pick it up deal. So I ordered the Lenovo LOQ 14th gen i7 on Amazon at a price of 1,13,000 and this deal has not disappointed. Since the time I first opened up the box and since the time I've started working on 4K videos, the laptop has worked to beyond my expectations. So before I jump in detail to show you the performance of this laptop, let's just get you an overview of the kind of technical specifications this laptop gets backed with. Starting with the most important aspect of any laptop, the processor. This laptop gets a Core i7 14th gen 14700HX processor. The base speed of this processor is about 2.1 GHz and the max speed is about 5.5 GHz. This i7 processor gets 20 physical cores and 28 threads and also gets 33 MB cache size. This laptop gets a 16 GB DDR5 RAM at 4800 MHz and the storage capacity, built-in storage, it gets about 1 TB SSD, which can be additionally expanded to 2 TB, which means you basically get 3 TB of storage if you do expand it using the 2 TB internal SSD. The display of this laptop is about 15.6 inch and gets a full HD 1920x1080 resolution with IPS. The refresh rate is 144 Hz. The display also supports 100% sRGB, brightness of 300 nits and is an anti-glare display. In terms of connectivity, this laptop gets Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.1. This laptop gets a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4060 8GB GDDR6 graphic card with a boost clock of 2370 MHz and a TGP of 115 watts. Although the 4060 is not the most high-end graphic card you can get in laptop, the performance of this graphic card is more or less equivalent and gives you a very stable and a very reliable performance based on the time I've been using it. This laptop also gets a Lenovo AI Engine Plus and a Lenovo A1 AI chip built in. This laptop gets a preloaded Windows 11 Home with a lifetime validity and also gets Microsoft Office 21 as well. This laptop also gets you a 60 watt-hour battery, which should ideally give you a backup of about 4 to 5 hours with also a rapid charging. Basically means you can charge the battery to 100% within 60 to 80 minutes of keeping it on charge. In terms of audio, this gets a two 2-watt HD speakers on both sides with dynamic audio and surround sound. It gets a full HD front camera with the e-shutter, not the physical shutter button which I got in my previous laptop, but the e-shutter should kind of do its job. It also gets dual array microphones. The keyboard of this laptop is absolutely beautiful and satisfying to use. It also gets 4-zone RGB lights for the keyboard along with a 1.5 mm key travel distance, and the keyboard also gets 100% anti-ghosting features. Talking about the ports, this gets a Type-C USB 3.2 Gen 2 standard along with power delivery of 140 watts and DisplayPort 1.4. It gets 3 USB-A ports with USB 3.2 Gen 1 standards. That's about 5 Gbps of transfer speed. It gets a HDMI 2.1 port which can support 8K at 60 Hz. It also gets an Ethernet port RJ45, one headphone microphone combo port of 3.5 mm and a power connector. So for everyday purposes, for basic purposes, all these ports are kind of more than enough, and I'm particularly using the Type-C port which is based on the 3.2 Gen 2 standard for the fastest data transfer speeds between memory cards and laptop. Now I haven't tried any games on this laptop as of yet. It's just been about a week since I got it. Of course, I'll be trying it out later in the future and I'll be bringing a detailed gaming review of this laptop as well. But for now, for my personal purposes, for my work purposes, editing 4K videos, editing high-end videos has been a buttery smooth experience. I personally use the wondershare filmora 13 software for video editing, and based on my comparative experience of using the older Lenovo IdeaPad Gaming, the 10th gen i5 laptop, along with using this new laptop of 14th gen i7, the difference is pretty much drastic and very much noticeable. The rendering speed of this laptop and the buttery smooth transitions that show up on the trial screen are much better and way better compared to the older laptop which I used all this while. Of course, one thing to note is that since being a content creator, you always need some extra space to store your data, to store your files. So this laptop does get a 1 TB SSD inside, but that's it. And even the Windows is installed on that 1 TB SSD. So basically you get about 700 to 800 GB free space on that SSD. That's nearly not enough. So I'm planning on adding an additional SSD of 2 TB because I shoot a lot of videos and videos take up a lot of space. I've already bought an SSD to add into the laptop, the Western Digital WD-SN770 2 TB internal SSD. I'll be bringing up a detailed installation video of this SSD as well. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel if you don't want to miss that video. So having a total space of about 3 TB including the internal SSD will give me a lot of space, a lot of playroom to put all the videos which I want in one single place. Also, the good thing is that the RAM of this laptop is upgradable. It has 2 RAM slots, one of which is used up by the 16 GB RAM provided by Lenovo, and another slot is right up there waiting to get filled in. So you can add another 16 GB RAM chip and bring the total to about 32 GB RAM, which again I'm planning on doing it pretty soon. Of course, I'll be bringing the RAM installation video of this laptop as well. So my final configuration would be about 32 GB RAM with 3 TB of storage with the 14th gen i7 14700 processor. Now I think this processor is kind of the second best processor in the world after the 14th gen i9 processor, which has about 24 cores in it. So for the budget of about 1,10,000, this is as good as it can get in terms of a good laptop deal. So this was a quick overview of my newly bought Lenovo LOQ 14th gen i7 8060 RTX 8GB laptop. So if you are interested in purchasing this laptop, or if you want to take a look at the details, I'll give you the link in the description below. You can click on it and find out all the details of this laptop. And of course, if you're interested, you can purchase it as well. The credit card discounts keep varying, so keep tracking the discounts. And once you find the right price for you, go ahead and grab it. This is the best laptop in that price range. If you have any queries, if you have any doubts about this laptop, you can always ask me. You can always write that down in the comments. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. And if this video has helped you out in any sort of a way, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now, smash that like button, and also don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you get notified each time I upload a next amazing video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.